stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And for the Rockets, inside, Smith and Şengün. Amen Thompson out there with Tari Eason. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Well, we always hear about the rookie wall, Grant, but some players seem to claim it's a myth.
Well, you know, B.A., I think it's real for most first-year players. Adjusting to the length and intensity of an NBA season can be exhausting, but some guys will be able to break through that wall.
Here's Randall, outside McDaniels. And here's Randall, pass to Edwards. Shoots over Eason. Here's the 3, and DiVincenzo hits from deep.
Well, we know DiVincenzo loves to shoot the long ball. The defense, you've got to be there to contest.
Now here's Şengün. Outside Durant, the 3 is up. Sinks it from distance.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Randall can't hit. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
They were really able to exploit that defense. I mean, getting almost any shot they wanted. It was that easy.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Şengün passes to Thompson. Smith outside. Outside Durant. 5 on the clock. Back to Smith. Launches it. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Randall. And he converts the layup.
Well, so often the guy who sets the screen. In that instance, Julius Randle with the ball in his hands in the pick and roll. Go ahead, Julius.
Now here's Şengün. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Back to Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. 4-3. He drops it from range.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Doris, what's amazing about Ant-Man, he's worked to become an elite floor spacer.
The reason that's important, BA, is because we know what a dangerous driver and what a force at the rim Anthony Edwards can be. What I love is he's worked to become a legit threat, and he leaned heavily into that three-point game. So important in the modern NBA.
At the line for Houston, Kevin Durant. 1 shot.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, the Timberwolves this summer signing extensions to keep their elite front court intact. In bringing back Julius Randle and Naz Reid, they maintain a team strength, one that seems more necessary than ever in the loaded West, guys.
Making the commitment. Okay, thanks for the report, Shams. Randle finds DiVincenzo. No good on the triple.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Smith, and he banks in the layup.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Now here's DiVincenzo. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. To the paint. Randle against Smith. Out to DiVincenzo for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. DiVincenzo's got 6 points.
Shot ready off the catch. Dante DiVincenzo with a jumper.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Now DiVincenzo. He has 6. Gobert with a screen on Smith. Here's Randle. Good.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
Outside Eason. DiVincenzo against Thompson. Durant with it. Last game he had 28 points. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Randle. Takes the 3. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Rockets trail by 3. Smith passes to Durant. Smith with a screen on Gobert. Back to Smith. The 3 is up. Here's Şengün. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, great positioning and timing from Şengün there. And his height helps a little too.
Out to DiVincenzo. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Pass to Thompson. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
Great job drawing the foul. And almost converted the shot as well.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Minnesota.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Conley's checked in for McDaniels.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Here's Randle. Over Smith. The Timberwolves again can't hit. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Conley. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area. And so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And after some uncertainty, the Timberwolves moving forward under new governorship doors.
Boy, B.A., that sale process was long and obviously at times quite contentious. I believe the organization has to be thrilled that that is finally in the past, because what you want to do is focus on trying to continue the Wolves' recent run of success. There's a lot to be excited about with this young group. Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Thompson scanning the floor. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Hasn't taken him any time to get into a groove. 3 or 4 to start things off.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Shepard, he's checked in for Houston. And a quick look at the 2K leaderboard, showing which teams have really been controlling the glass over the last month. The Rockets, number 1, in the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
And both of these teams have been great at rebounding the ball over the last month, making sure they're doing whatever they can to get the boards off the miss.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Edwards against Durant. They need this. And Edwards with the layup. Edwards has got 5 now.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
Gobert against Şengün. Here's Shepherd, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Durant, and another basket for Houston.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 6-point game. Pass to Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall finds DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. He's got 9.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end, on time and on target with the pass.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Brian?
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff. The 3, DiVincenzo. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Left side Durant. Takes a 3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to Gobert. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Over the course of his career, Rudy Gobert has become so much better finishing inside.
Durant, pass to Smith. Back to Durant. Hits the trifecta. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Well, guys love the score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Houston. Now here's Smith. He had a big outing in that Bulls game as well. Durant finds Şengün. Here's Shepherd. Outside Durant. Let's go with a 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Gobert. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Şengün.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, out-muscling the defense.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second-chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Okogie's checked in for Durant. And Holiday subbed in for Amen Thompson. All right, Doris, let's talk for a moment about Rudy Gobert's defensive IQ.
Let's begin, B.A., with his communication on that end. It's an undervalued aspect of defensive performance. Then you talk about his ability to be a rim protector, to be able to rotate in defensive help. There is a reason he has won the Defensive Player of the Year as many times as he has.
Nice shot by Okogie.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
The shot by Conley, no good.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Offline with a 3. Timberwolves trail by 10. Reed finds Conley. Oh, Clark with the slam.
The very definition of a true point guard. Mike Conley does his facilitating work.
1:46 left in the first quarter of the game. And it's Shepherd missing. And for Minnesota, they're shooting 53%, setting the tone right from the opening tip. Pass to Conley. Back to Reed. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Shepard. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Steven Adams is a great option in these pick and rolls. We know he's a high percentage finisher, guys.
Puts it up from 15. Another one falls for Minnesota.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Here's Shepard. No points so far. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
And their goal on the offensive end is simple. Pound it inside.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Tate's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Miller's checked in for Gobert. Timberwolves trail by 8. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Conley. Pass to Dillingham. There's the triple. Tate grabs the board. Here's Shepard. Back to Tate from behind the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Clark outside. Lets the three fly. The shot that time not on target. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Rockets. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
They've got Dorian Finney-Smith, Steven Adams out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Shepard, and it's Okogie in at the 2. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. The Rockets lead by 8. And here's Şengün. Pass to Adams. Houston working the ball around. Clark on the double. Outside Finney-Smith. Houston needs to get off a shot. Shepard, that's good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the Rockets shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Pass to Adams. Here's Okogie. Here's Shepard. 8 points in his last time out. Up and over Conley. Reed with the rebound.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Shoots from 12. Minnesota again missing. The Rockets lead by 10. Pass to Shepard. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And here's Clark for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Shepard. Now Şengün. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Rockets lead by 12.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
Reed sets a screen. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the triple. Reed's got 5.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Pass to Şengün. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 6 points for him. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Minnesota with the ball after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Shepherd. Adams against Reed. Adams inside. Shoots over Reed. And another basket for Houston.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Houston. Amen Thompson comes in for Okogie. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards is checked in. And Minnesota with possession here. Trailing by 13. Pass to Randall. Kicks it out to Clark. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Houston.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
No one covering. Durant's got 17 points.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight. I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Pass to Thompson. He puts up a three. Randall pulls down the board. Timberwolves trail by 16. Here's Dillingham, guarded by Durant. Here's Dillingham. No points yet to end the run. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Shepherd. Durant with it. 17 points in the game. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. And stolen by Durant. And he drives in. Here's Shepherd. Pass to Durant. Four on the clock. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Finney Smith. And Tari Eason subbed in for Shepherd. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. No good on that one.
Julius Randle has been a consistent producer in this league for a long time. This guy, an absolute matchup nightmare.
A nice shot by Smith.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here's a look at some stats for Dante DiVincenzo.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Houston on D. Outside McDaniels. Randall finds DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. This one for three. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Pass to Easton. And here's Şengün from outside the arc. Randall pulls down the board. Now here's DiVincenzo. 11 points for him last game against Milwaukee. Fires from deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And taking a glance now at the league's best shot-blocking small forwards over the past month. Kevin Durant on top.
Usually you'd say leave the blocks to the big guys, but the way he swoops in and attacks shooters is just impressive.
Houston leading by 15. Thompson outside. Durant looking around. Back to Smith from downtown. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
Outside Edwards. Smith against Randall. Buries it down low. Randall's got 8.
This guy has looked so much better in the second quarter, really starting to find his rhythm.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. Banked it in off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 18.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Outside Edwards. Back to Randall. Up and over Smith. It's wide right, hits off the rim. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Smith passes to Thompson. Outside Durant. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And another basket for Houston.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to.
Now here's McDaniels. 17 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Here's Thompson. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Houston. On Thursday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that game against the Spurs, they're going to have to play flawless in that one. An opponent like that will punish mistakes, but I wouldn't be shocked if they were able to win.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Reed's checked in. Inside, here's Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Capella.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. He misses the free throw. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, you just watch Anthony Edwards continue to progress. This guy gets better and better every year.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, "I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders." Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Gobert with a screen on Smith. Reed against Thompson. Reed passes to DiVincenzo. Knocks it down from distance. DiVincenzo's got 12 points.
Yeah, Dante DiVincenzo's not a guy you want to allow to catch his rhythm. We have seen this young man work, and he can be a problem.
DiVincenzo against Thompson. Back to Smith. Houston working the ball around. 6 to shoot. Durant, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards outside. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside Eason. 1:33 left in the first half. Up top, Capella. Now Smith. Pass to Capella. Now here's Thompson. 11 feet out. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Timberwolves trail by 15. Up top, Reed. Covered by Smith. Reed passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Reed. The 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Their biggest lead of the game is 21. Pass to Capella. Here's Durant. Lets it go from deep. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one. McDaniels from long range. Capella with a rebound. The Rockets lead by 15. And here's Durant. Outside Eason to snap the cold streak. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
Yeah, the defense has to be so worried about Durant. It allows KD to kick it out.
And here's Edwards. He's got 12. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot, great on the offensive end.
And so it's the Houston Rockets up 15 points as this quarter concludes. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
KD, you're really getting up and down the floor out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details, and we just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we're playing together, everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we playing like that, so we got to continue to do that.
Well, the discipline is paying off. Thanks, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Lunch, please. Here measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Where is the rebounding? They're getting pushed around and eaten alive. This is so embarrassing.
Yeah, that's something they need to fix if they want to get back in this game. Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
I think for the Timberwolves, they've been hanging around the upper echelon, playing with good energy. Feels like the chemistry is right with this team. They put themselves in the championship discussion.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. The lead is 15. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. It's McDaniels on the wing. Pulls it from the corner. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. McDaniels got 5 now.
I'll tell you, totally fluid mechanics by Jaden McDaniels. Ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, folks.
For 3, Durant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Smith finds Thompson, and they call an illegal screen here. Here we have the teams that really hustled for those second chance looks the last 10 games. The Rockets, second.
Well, you love the attack mindset on the glass. They've imposed their will physically.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside Edwards. Randall on the screen. Launches a 3. Edwards, no good. Houston shooting the rock at 58%. Baseline try. To the middle. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
Pass to Gobert. And Gobert flushes it home.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Durant inside, working on McDaniels. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. Fires the 3. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards has got his 4th assist in this one. Houston leading by 8. Thompson outside. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
Pass to Edwards. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Back to Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Durant. McDaniels from long range. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Şengün. Give him 8. KD! What else would you expect?
A nice rhythm jump shot for Kevin Durant. How many of those do you think he's taken in his lifetime?
McDaniels passes to Randall. There's a screen beyond the arc. Back to Daniels. Gobert with a screen on Durant. 6 on the shot clock. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. DiVincenzo's got 4 points in the quarter. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Şengün passes to Durant. Back to Şengün. The shot, no good. Good D by Gobert. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. DiVincenzo finds Randall. Puts it up from 12. Out to DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. The 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 9 rebounds now. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. He throws his weight around. But what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Now here's McDaniels. He's got 5. Fires in the triple.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Here's Thompson. 14 points for him. Outside Durant. Durant, so effective inside.
Kevin Durant has absorbed a big-time scoring role everywhere he's been. This guy is so special offensively.
Durant against McDaniels. Here's Randall. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
The free throw drops for Randall.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
They are here. The one, your City Pacers.
Outside Easton. Thompson finds Şengün. To the paint. A strong finish from KD inside.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Outside Edwards. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Buries it from 3. Edwards has got 15 points.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
McDaniels against Durant. Şengün, a screen on McDaniels. Durant way outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to McDaniels. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards got assist number 5 here tonight. Smith outside. Now Durant. Now here's Şengün. The 3 from Thompson. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 11. Randall, pass to Gobert. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Houston with another miss. Minnesota leading by 3. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results. And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Shepard, he's checked in for Eason. Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Kevin Durant.
Seeing his rebounding numbers go down doesn't come as a surprise. When you're in the league as long as he's been, you start to think about taking care of your body, the longevity part. And that might mean being slightly less aggressive around those young bucks near the hoop. But he's still a valuable piece to have on this roster.
Now here's Smith. He's got 7. Durant's shot is off.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
It's McDaniels on the wing. That three's off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Smith. Here's Shepard. Shot to stop the run. Pure from three-point range. Shepard's got 7 points in the game.
Well, this is Shepard's shot. The defense can't afford to give him this much separation.
Outside Edwards. He shoots. Another one falls for Minnesota. Rockets trail by 4. Pass to Shepard. Smith outside. Here's Shepard, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Randall, pass to Edwards. Lets it fly. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Here's Shepard. He's got 7. Misses the 3. Conley with the ball. Randall outside from deep. The Rockets pull it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Here's Smith. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. 9 points in the game.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
Randall outside from the arc. On target from range.
After doing nothing from beyond the arc in the first half, he has turned things around.
Pass to Şengün. Over Gobert. Şengün, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Randall, pass to Conley. Outside Edwards. Jacks up a 3. That shot, no good. And for the Rockets, they're shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Here's Şengün. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Şengün's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Houston will go for a different look here. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Finney Smith comes in for Smith. Tate's checked in for Durant. And Okogie is subbed in for Thompson. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Freeman comes in for Julius Randle. Clark is checked in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. Now here's Conley, averaging around 5 points a game. Outside Reed, let's go with a 3. The rebound by Shepard.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Now here's Finney Smith. Still no points. Adams a screen. Here's Okogie. Tips it up. Controls the rebound and the putback. And now just a three-point Minnesota lead.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
Reed for three. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
To Shepherd. Pass to Tate. The three is up. Drills it from deep. Tate's got his first 3 points of the game.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And here's Clark. Outside Conley. Clark outside. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Conley. No good. The Rockets trail. Tate passes to Finney Smith. Here's Shepherd. 7 points in the game. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. They've got Shepherd, Alperon Şengün out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Steven Adams, and it's Okogie in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Here's Randall. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Randall's got 19 points.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Here's Shepherd. Şengün drops in the 3.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a 1-point game. Randall outside. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Okogie. Houston working the ball around. Now Şengün. Clark covers to take the lead. And there's a nice layup by Şengün. And that's 15 points for Alperon Şengün.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
If there is something that defines Julius Randle's game, it's the ability to score through contact. Give him the N1.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Shepherd. Tries to break his ice. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Clark from downtown. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Adams. Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Shepard. Up and over Conley. And there's Shepard. That one's good on the assist by Şengün. Şengün's got his 6th assist of the night. Şengün with a steal. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Shepard. Back to Şengün. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now here's Randall. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Shepard. And he drops it in from the low post. And now a 4-point Houston lead.
And Shepard is a guy who plays below the rim, but he's got excellent touch inside.
Pass to Randall. The 3-ball. Another miss by Minnesota. The Rockets have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the 4th. Here's Shepard. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Şengün in the post, checked by Randall, and Şengün gets it to go.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Now Conley. Pass to Randall. Looking to end the run. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. That one on Şengün. Houston making some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for Adams, and it's Thompson in for Okogie. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark, and it's Edwards in for Conley.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Randall. Houston leading by 3. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Shepard. It's rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels with it. Outside Edwards. Back to Daniels. The 3. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Outside Durant. Up top Şengün. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Randall, pass to Gobert. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Edwards against Thompson. McDaniels from long range. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards has got 8 assists here tonight. Pass to Şengün. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
At almost 7 feet, Şengün is a towering presence inside, which is why defenders resort to fouling him.
That free throw good from Şengün.
And what separates Şengün from most other pivots is his level of skill, plus his basketball IQ, a really polished player.
Smith, he's checked in for Finney Smith. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. Both free throws good from Şengün. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Fires for three. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. That first step is so dangerous with Ahmed. I mean, he was just gone.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Takes the three. Drains the triple. Edwards has got 25 points.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Shepherd. It's Şengün, high post. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And that's now 25 points for Alperen Şengün. Now here's Randall. And the layup falls. Randall's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Shepherd. Back to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
And we sort of expect this from Şengün. He's proven to be a reliable scorer.
Randall outside. From behind the arc. Thompson pulls it in. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Smith outside. Thompson outside. For three, Durant. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thompson against Edwards. Unloads. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Houston leading by 5. Smith left side. Pass to Shepherd. Şengün, a screen on DiVincenzo. And here's Shepherd for three. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Eason's checked in for Houston.
In for Houston, number 17, Eason.
Pass to Durant. 5 to shoot. Back to Eason. Three-pointer. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Now here's McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. And Gobert with the stuff. And he's now got the double-double.
This guy has been a superb offensive rebounder. Gobert uses that size and positioning.
Eason against Edwards. Pass to Thompson. Hey, from beyond the arc. Randall rips down the board.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Here's DiVincenzo. Randall outside. From 20 feet out. Yes! Locked in on the J.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Outside Eason. Jabari Smith. It's money from deep.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. McDaniels outside, shoots a three. The three ball is down.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Durant. Thompson outside. Easton outside. Fires the three. That's off.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Edwards. Oh, Edwards powers it home.
Oh, Anthony Edwards loves these moments, and boy, does he deliver.
Durant against McDaniels. Gobert pulls it down.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Outside Edwards. To tie it up. Now McDaniels to take the lead. Eason rips down the board. Now Thompson. Knocks it loose. McDaniels with a steal. Randall fires. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Thompson goes in.
Well, you have to be careful if Gobert is in the zip code, folks. This is a great shot blocker.
And he slams it down.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Durant. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clock at 6. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Left side, Edwards. Count it!
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Julius, it wasn't always smooth sailing tonight, but you guys got it done. How did you feel about the level of play coming down the stretch?
Absolutely amazing. You know, there's ups and downs of the season, but, you know, one thing is we're going to play hard every night and give ourselves a chance. So we did that for most of the night, but, you know, we did an amazing job staying together.
The effort certainly was not lacking tonight. Thanks, Julius.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris